KMLC is government set up to enhance home ownership. They set up Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company, which provides mortgage financing to their mortgage is disbursed through banks. And that mortgage is, the interest rate is 9.5%. The commercial mortgage is 18%.
A lot of this time we've only talked about the two rivers and Vipingo. And also what I'm hearing you say, even in two rivers there's opportunities.
There are huge opportunities because two rivers first, given its location, off Meru Road, and you've seen a lot of diplomatic missions on that road. That means
you're less than 5 kilometers from the UN.
Yeah, and the infrastructure around there has been upgraded. We've seen news that the UN is doing expansion. So Two Rivers is quite an attractive location on its own, with a special economic zone, with all those companies set up here there.
And it has a special economic zone, which I found very interesting, the first, I think, in the region, where it is for leasehold.
For services, for business,
services, yes.
For businesses.
And not per se for
manufacturing.
For manufacturing, yes.
So the housing bit is in high demand, and there is affordable, mid-market, and high-end. But what it does is, in real estate, if you're an investor and you want to build rental units, you have to look at your neighborhood and say, who are my tenants? Who will come and live in my building? Is it next to a government facility? Like, let's say you're next to a university. So you know your tenants will be either lecturers or students.
Yes.
And if they are students, they will be there for 8 months in a year because there's a period they'll be out of school.
Yeah.
If it's in next to a police or military or a research facility like Kemri, you know scientists will be your anchor, and this is what you're relying on.
Or like in Nyanyuki, the barracks.
Yes. In Two Rivers, you know you have the worker middle class, and you also have that diplomatic ecosystem, and you have companies.
Yes.
So you know those will be there for a long time. And I can charge them in Kenya shilling, I can charge them in US dollars.
Oh, nice.
So also if you're in that entire neighborhood, you can set up like that. The reason that real estate may not work, if you go to a random location and build your apartment or buy a house, and then for 1 month there are tenants, then there are none, then the road network doesn't work. So there are many things you need to consider. I'm just speaking
I get it.
On how to scout for opportunity. So Two Rivers, we have affordable Mzizi, 4 to 10 million, which is quite unique. It can be funded by KMLC. KMLC is government set up to enhance home ownership. They set up Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company, which provides mortgage financing to their mortgage is disbursed through banks. And that mortgage is, the interest rate is 9.5%. The commercial mortgage is 16%.
That's why we have one of the lowest mortgages in this.
Yes.
In fact, if I was not wrong, I read one of the most dismal reports ever. I try to read some reports once in a while. Like since independence, I don't know, we had less than 100,000 mortgages done in this country.
Yes, there are 27,000 mortgages, but there's something that KMLC did. Last year, that grew to 30,000 mortgages. So it grew by 2,000. Because of that affordable segment, you see historically people who are having mortgages were either working for government or banks.
Housing
That's why they were
finance,
getting cheaper mortgages. But now KMLC, you get funded up to 10.5 million, 100%.
Wow.
And the interest rate is 9.5. So anyone can, and it needs to be your first home. So you can actually own a home anywhere.
For real?
And take that and prepay it. You don't need to wait for 20, 25 years. Yeah.
At 9.5%.
And all banks are offering that. So we've tailor-made a product that meets that category, while it's in a prestige, in a location like Two Rivers.
I get. And what's this particular project that you're talking about? What's it called?
It's called Mzizi. Mzizi and Cascadia.
Yes. Okay, but Cascadian.
Yeah.
That's the one I had you previously say is having some issues.
Yes.
So can we have the conversation on that?
Yes. So before we get to Cascadia, so what we've realized in real estate is when you're buying, you can get bank financing, you can get SACCO financing, you can also get the KMLC,
Yes.
but you need to raise a deposit. So the reasons people invest in real estate is maybe passive income, a side hustle. So you have
Yes.
rent, you want to create generational wealth, you want to gift your kids somewhere to start, you need to take care of your future when you retire.
Yes.
Something like that. So the question is, how do I save? That's now our interest. How do I save to raise the deposit? How do I form my own capital? If you are, most of those who are employed, last year you earned 12 checks. You're paid 12 times by your employer. If you had saved 1,000 shillings, after partying and after investing, after paying rent, in December you would have had 12,000 shillings.
That's with zero interest.
With zero interest.
Yeah.
If you had saved 10,000 shillings, you would have had
120.
120. If you had saved 100, you would have 1.2 million. If you had saved 50, you would have 600. But you check the checks you got, even if you're a business person, all the payments you got last year, you may not have saved as much. So what we've been educating is, maybe you can create that and say, okay, after my disposable income, I can save 10,000 shillings. Of that 10,000 shillings, I can allocate some money to money market,
of course,
buying shares.
Yeah.
I can also allocate myself some money to just have liquid cash. When you have cash, you're comfortable, you're happy, and I can allocate some to pay a deposit for a house. If I continuously save like that for 12 months, if it was, let's say, 10K, you'd have 120,000, but let me round it off to 100K. And if you had allocated 25%, you'd have 25K. If it's 100K, that would be 2.5 million, but you'd have 250K. So it's very easy for you to invest without straining yourself and with you just having the same quality of life.
And what do the deposits look like?
10%.
10%.
So if
the house is, you need $1 million if the house is 10 million.
If the house is 3 million, you need 300.
And that's again where your sister partners come in, because Nabo Capital have invested with purpose.
Yes.
So you're putting it aside with the purpose of it being the deposit for you now to enter into the mortgage. And
if you're a member of a SACCO can finance 10 times your savings, 7 to 10 times. So if you're buying a house that is 5 million, you just need 500,000 saving in a SACCO. Then it can fund you 10 times. So there are various ways to form your capital. To invest in real estate, you should not be afraid.
Yeah.
It may take you a year or two, but you can create that wealth.
Okay. So that's the again, our up the other side where the Centum offices are, or Oxygen offices, which are places I've gone. But now what I'm seeing is or when we're around that square, because we did shoot the late Dr. Chris Kirubi, myself and cameraman Aizo, we shot him walking in, and so we can see even the hotel. Where are the residentials? After the hotel, and there's Victoria Commercial Bank. There are towers, white towers you see there. Yeah. And the others behind on the boundary with Runda. Oh. So that's where the residential component is. We have interesting case studies there. Yeah. People have made good returns. Those who invested off-plan in a project like Croft, we were selling for 35, 40. Our sale was like 45 million. Yeah. Now people are reselling at 60. Yeah. And the rent is $4,000. $4,000? Yes. Because it's high in expert. Even that one it sells out, I'm sure, because of its location. Yeah, even the 1-bedroom unit in Riverbank, it was 15 million. Rent is 150,000. For real? Yeah, so that's the rental yield of 13%. In the market, it's 6%, 7%. So that location has its unique advantages. Yeah. So is that now where you're building? Okay, you called it again? Riverbank. There's Riverbank. No, the other one. Roft and Muzizi. Muzizi. Yes. What does Muzizi mean? Roots. Oh, Mizizi. Yeah. Oh, but I was hearing Muzizi. I know Mizizi. No, it's not Mizizi.
Mzizi.
Or Muzizi.
Yeah.
Still roots. Okay. So there's the other one that I had you speak
Cascadia.
about. Cascadia.
Yes.
Where is that one? Is that also in the Two Rivers?
Yeah, you see it on the Meru Road as you approach Rosrin.
From that other side.
Yes.
So that's the one. Okay, now explain to me what and I like the fact that stories have ups and downs, but I want to hear what are the challenges, because it's not an elephant project. It's just a project which is having challenges.
So we've had all manner of experiences.